What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I have sacrificed so that I have more dollars to convert into silver. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a bunch of other designs which have been up for grabs, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk about sacrificing in order to get more silver. I want to talk about some self-discipline. I want to talk about some of the areas in my life where I have cut back so that I can save some money, or should I say save some fiat, save some currency, save some dollars, so that I can take those dollars and convert it into more silver. And I want to talk about a couple different things and maybe just think out loud over here. But before I do that, I have a question, and I'm hoping this video can spark some conversations, and if everyone can head on down to the comments and let me know one thing in your life that you know you could sacrifice and cut back on so that you'll have more dollars to convert into more silver. Maybe it's fast food, maybe it's smoking, maybe it's something else. Head on down in the comments and let me know what's one thing that you could theoretically sacrifice. Maybe you don't want to, but it's something that you could. But a couple years ago, when a group of friends and I pretty much dove headfirst into the whole business world, one thing that I learned and took away from one of my mentors was that if money's tight, your primary focus shouldn't be on decreasing expenses. It should be on increasing your income. And I remember thinking to myself, well, why not both? Why not do what I need to do to make a little bit more money and do what I need to do to spend a little bit less money? I'll have twice as much money left over. But due to the fact that this is not a business video, I want to focus a little bit more on the silver aspect. So over the last just under 2 years, I have been trying to figure out ways to save more dollars. And one of the primary ways of doing this, obviously I was never really much of a money spender. I've never really been a reckless spender. I've never really been irresponsible with my money. Really the worst thing that I did with my money was go out to eat a little bit more often than I probably needed to. So one of the things that I have been focusing on very, very heavily over the last year and 11 months has been buying food in bulk and making food and preparing it early so that I could just grab it and go as I'm running out the door. One thing that I'll do, I'll dedicate one day of the week to cooking and preparing a bunch of food. I'll have all these meal prep containers and I'll fill them up with whatever I'm making for dinner for myself, and I'll make 7 of them. And I will take some bread and whatever I need, and I'll make 5 or 6 sandwiches. I'll put them in tin foil or saran wrap or whatever, and I'll toss it in the fridge. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I can grab a sandwich, I can toss it in my bag, I can run out the door. Number one, I'm saving myself some money because I don't have to stop at Dunkin' Donuts. I don't have to stop to grab a slice of pizza. I don't have to stop and do anything like that. So number one, I'm saving time. I don't have to do any of that. I'm saving money because I won't have to buy any of those things. And number 3, and probably the most importantly if you think about it, it's much healthier to do it that way as opposed to going and getting fast food or going and getting, these greasy food from whatever restaurant or store or whatever. So that's one of the main things that I have been focusing on. Meal prepping. I will make a bunch of sandwiches. I will make a bunch of dinners. Oftentimes when I get home from work, sometimes it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I have no desire to make dinner for myself that late at night. I live alone. I don't have, family cooking for me. I don't got a wife cooking for me. If I don't cook, I don't eat. And if I don't eat, I die. To be blunt, that's the reality. So I have no desire to cook myself a meal 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Instead, I can grab something that I've already cooked, toss it in the microwave, and boom, I'm eating dinner in 2 minutes. Not to mention, this saves a lot of money. I have noticed that a lot of people at my job, a lot of people in my classes, some of these people I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week, and every single day they'll do the same thing. The girls will all show up with this enormous iced coffee. The guys will show up with the paper bag from Dunkin' or whatever with food in it. And I was thinking to myself, just to get a bagel in the morning, that's like about $2, maybe $3 for for breakfast. When you could just go to the store and spend $3 on a big bag of bagels and prepare them yourself and take that in the morning instead of having to stop and buy food. So these are just some areas that I've been thinking about. These are just some things that I think with a little bit of self-discipline, it's really not that hard. Just wake up a little earlier, make yourself some food, or dedicate 1 or 2 hours a week to cooking everything and having it all prepared so you don't have to wake up a couple minutes earlier. You could just wake up, grab something out of the fridge, and make your way out the door if you need to. There's obviously some other ways that people could save money. I do not smoke, but I know a lot of people do. If you get off that stuff, number one, and most importantly, it's good for your health. Number two, and almost equally as importantly, I don't know how anyone in the world can afford cigarettes. You could not pay me enough to make me feel like I can afford a nicotine addiction. It's not for me. I want nothing to do with that. I'm not here, trying to insult anybody who smokes, but it's just something that you might want to take into consideration. Obviously, the health aspect is something that's just common knowledge. It says it right there on the pack of the cigarettes. But more importantly, or almost as equally as importantly, you can save a lot of money. So these are just some areas, some things that I wanted to talk about, and it's just really all comes down to self-discipline and what are you willing to sacrifice so that you can save a little bit more fiat, a little bit more currency, so you have a couple extra dollars left over at the end of the week or the end of the month, which you can then turn around and convert into silver, which is ultimately saving money, which is something that we all want to do, which is something that we all strive to do. I mean, you're all watching a silver stacking channel right now. I don't know what in the world you'd be doing 8 minutes deep in a video about silver if you have no desire to stack silver or save money. So these are just a couple examples that I wanted to share, and I'm hoping that this video can spark a little bit of a conversation, and I'm really curious what the people out there watching right now are willing to give up to go up. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to maybe cut back on or stop spending money on altogether in order to get more silver and or gold? Let me know in the comments, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. We got a bunch of videos over there, all things money. It's not just about silver. It's not just about gold. Sometimes it's about industries where a lot of cash is being made, and sometimes it's even about sports betting. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs. And we have a bunch of other designs, t-shirts, hoodies that have been up for grabs for a while now, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, please head on down to the comments and let me know. What is at least one thing in your life that you spend your dollars on that you know you don't really need to be spending your dollars on? You could stop. Maybe you don't want to stop. Maybe you're unwilling to stop, which is fine. But what's something that you could theoretically stop spending your dollars on that you could save those dollars and convert into silver? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't your dare stop smiling. Peace.